Welcome back to Plant the Spark, the show where we take psychology, behavior science, and modern dating chaos and blend it into something that's actually useful so you can stop losing sleep over people who don't even know their own password. Now, today's episode is for my fire starters, right? Those ones that keep asking, Mike, how do I get a bigger aura? Aura. There's that word, man. I'm not sure why Gen Z is so caught up in this crap, but all right, we'll use the word aura. Last week it was Riz. Nah, I know they're not the same thing, but last week was Riz. Now we got aura. What's next? I mean, we used to just call it being attractive. Is that too easy? All right. So, how do you actually get that bigger aura? Listen, aura in teen and pop culture right now doesn't mean spiritual laser beam shooting out of your chest, my guys. It means your vibe, your unbothered presence, your main character energy, the way you walk in a room and everyone goes, "Oh, who's that?" And yes, that is a real thing. Psychology calls it presence, self regulation, interpersonal perception. Gen Z calls it your aura eating, your aura going feral, your villain arc, but like in a cute way. Stick around to the end because I always give practical steps. And today I've got the big aura blueprint. You could literally use it tomorrow. All right, strap in. Let's spark it, baby. So, what does aura actually mean? When teens say aura, right? Here's what they're describing. They're describing that energy before you speak, right? How you react to stress or shade, which is someone I guess talking down to you, right? Your confidence without saying anything cringe, right? Your social gravity, right? Do people drift toward you or away from you? Right. And from a science standpoint, this comes from three main areas. One, self-regulation, right, which is your ability to not fall apart, right, emotionally every 30 seconds. Right. Nonverbal cues, which is your posture, micro expressions, eye contact, stuff like that. And then you also have this thing called perceived value, and this is, you look like someone who has purpose, right? You have boundaries, you have direction, right? It's not magic. It's just psychology plus behavior plus, the weird habit of judging people in zero point 0.1 milliseconds. Your aura is basically your loading screen. People see the preview before they get to see the game. All you game nerds get that. All right, so let's upgrade your graphics. What are the 5 elements of a high aura person? Number one, the unbothered field. Gen Z loves an unbothered king, baby. Not emotionless, just not rattled by nonsense. If someone throws shade and you respond like, yeah, anyway, that's aura. Scientific basis, managing emotional responses increases the perception of confidence and competence. Well established in psychology. Now, a practical move that you can use, right? Pause before reacting. One beat. Just one. People will think you're calculating your next move like a Marvel character. It's hot, baby. Come on. Now, number two, micro confidence signals, right? Your aura often shows before you say anything. What are the key signals, right? Your shoulders relaxed, not slumped, not puffed, like a gym bro balloon animal. Slow head movements, because fast, signals nervousness. Slow, confident. Eye contact with softness, not serial killer intensity. A subtle smirk, right? Not the trust me, bro smirk, but the I know who I am smirk. You know what I'm saying? All right, the science note nonverbal behavior strongly influence perceived dominance and approachability, not speculation. decades of well-documented research support this. So a practical move might be walk into a room at half speed, look around, take stock of the place. Instant aura boost. You're not in a hurry to get anywhere. You're taking your time. You're surveying the landscape. That's hot. All right, number 3, I like to call the mystery to accessed ratio. Now, Gen Z loves the mysterious but safe, right? Not mysterious like he might steal catalytic converters, right? We're not talking episodes of The Breaking Bad here. What we mean is mysterious like he has a life I want to know more about. The ratio, 10% mystery, a little privacy, right? 90% warmth. You're not a brick wall. Now, a practical example, if someone asks, what are you doing tonight? You don't say, nothing. That's aura death, my friends. You say, I don't know, I've got a few things planned. What about you? It's warm. It's slightly mysterious. It keeps the door open, right? Because let's be honest, if she's doing something stupid, like you can say no now. If she's doing something fun, you're in life, Flynn, baby. Come on. All right. Number 4, we've got this thing called aura humor. Humor is the closest thing to a cheat code, right, for your aura that I know. Science shows humor increases attractiveness, trust, and likability. But the type of humor matters, right? Dry, high aura. Self-aware, high aura. Try hard, aura evaporates like vape smoke. So a practical move you can use here, use small, confident humor, right? Careful, if you keep hyping me up, my ego is going to file taxes. Something like that. It's not that funny. But it's quick, it's snappy, right? You get the point. Number 5, we've got purpose energy, right? Aura isn't just about your vibe, it's about the direction your vibe is traveling, my dudes. So people with purpose project stability, confidence, not, I must become CEO at 19. Just, I know what I care about, and I'm moving toward it. Now, the scientific basis for this is that motivation plus goal orientation increases perceived charisma. A practical move you can use is have at least one main quest and one side quest going on, right? Main quest, school, fitness, art, job. Side quest, learning guitar, cooking, a hobby that shows your personality, like my podcast, baby. Purpose is sexy. Aimless is not. Now, for all you dopes out there who are new to the channel and who are just trying to learn how to use some of this stuff, right? I'm going to go through some of the aura killers here, right? Number 1, over-explaining. Dudes, if you explain everything like you're under FBI questioning, this is like a warning sign for low aura. Who are you explaining yourself to? We don't explain ourselves to anyone. We act ethically, we act responsibly, we act attractively, baby, and that's all we do. Number 2, don't apologize for existing. Sorry for texting. Sorry for being alive. Stop. It's pathetic. Number 3, neediness disguised as enthusiasm. Look, aura decreases when your self-worth depends on someone else's approval. Like, my God, get grounded in yourself, my guys, right? Get into the gym if that's what you need. I don't know, buy some new face cream like all these other channels are trying to promote. If any face creams want to have me promote them. All right, something else, guys. Overposting. Look, if you post more than a news channel, your aura is not mysterious. It's just loud. And again, I think it screams neediness, right? Whose attention are you looking for? Number 5, listen, dudes. Unless you're watching Plant the Spark videos, being chronically online is not cool. If every opinion you have is straight off TikTok, your aura is borrowed, not earned. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to give you the big aura blueprint, right? These practical steps, right? Here's the part you've been waiting for, right? The step-by-step aura upgrade, right? Scientifically grounded, teen approved, and Mike certified spicy, baby. Number one, the 5 second reset. Before entering any room, I want you to go ahead and ask yourself, what energy do I want people to feel from me? Then take a deep breath, relax that jaw, right? Slowly blink, one little half smile, right? You just turned on aura mode. Now walk into that room. Number two, the two topic rule. People with strong aura don't ramble. Choose two topics you're excited about in any social situation, right? Not scripts, but things that are your anchors, things that you can always kind of come back to. You'll look focused. You won't look chaotic. You won't look like that labradoodle who's always up someone's leg trying to get their attention. The next one I really like to call the soft flex, right? A soft flex is like a casual reference to something interesting about yourself. Not bragging, right? It's not bragging. I guess you could call it a humble brag, I guess, right? Something like, I'm exhausted, man. Guitar practice went so late last night, bruh. Don't use the bra stuff. I mean, she's not your bud. She's your potential babe. You didn't brag. You just gently said, I'm talented, right? Moving on. There's also something called the slow laugh. You want to instantly look more confident, laugh a little slower than everyone else, right? This is real interpersonal perception effect. Confident people don't rush reactions. Take a second. The main character walk, number five. I love this one, right? Now, listen, this isn't some cringe TikTok walk, right? This isn't something, new from Fortnite kids. This is phone away, smooth pace, eyes scanning the environment, right? Small smirk on your face, back straight like you've evolved past humanity. People will literally move out of your way. I mean, this is a preset for how I always walk into any room, right? I own that thing because I actually believe I'm the most important person walking in that room. And I don't really believe that, right? But I believe that, if that makes sense. All right. Next, number six, the plot twist text. Instead of WYD, what you doing for all you nerds? You might say something like, I just had the most chaotic realization. Or you say something like, you will not believe what just happened, right? You're creating curiosity, proven attention mechanism, right? Now, there's also the unbothered recovery, number seven. You say something awkward, you don't panic. You just say, anyway, that was my brain glitching. Instant charm, instant aura protection, my guys. Honestly, people love a little self deprecation, right? It shows vulnerability. It shows that you don't take yourself too seriously. Come on. I love that stuff. Number eight's this thing I'd call the social gravity trick. When someone talks, look at them like what they're saying is interesting, not life changing, not boring, just interesting. That's actually a really magnetic quality. If you're overdoing it, right, it seems insincere. If you're underdoing it, they just think you're a jerk. There's also this thing, number nine, called the aura wardrobe, right? The aura wardrobe rule. Wear at least one thing that feels like a signature piece, right? Nothing expensive, just you. It screams you. Aura equals recognizable identity. People know you by that piece of clothing, that piece of jewelry, something for your hair, a hat, whatever it might be. 10, the I know who I am line. Use this once in a conversation. Yeah, that's just kind of my thing. It sounds like confidence without bragging, right? You know who you are. That's attractive. You're not afraid of who you are. That's attractive. Your aura isn't magic, it's psychology, it's behavior, and it's the willingness to own your own existence without apologizing for it. And remember, fire starters, your aura grows when you stop trying to impress and start trying to express. I like that. Now, go out there, walk slow, smirk slightly, and let people wonder why your energy feels so illegal. See you next episode. And hey, if your aura gets too strong, try not to cause a spiritual traffic jam. I'm using the highway way too much for that. Later, buds.